so that the brake pad's gonna get a bit loose like that. And this way, so I can gently remove the whole brakes without scratching my rim. Next thing on my list is the chain. I'm gonna clean it and I'm gonna adjust it if that's necessary. Well, I did clean this before Romania trip, so what you see all the mess here is only from 3,500 kilometers. Pretty messy. Let's clean it again. Next thing to do is lubricate the chain. But before I do that, I would like to check the chain tension. And this one is very controversial topic, because how to do that? Everybody is saying something different. Everybody is doing it differently. So how should I do it? Some say you should check the tension on its center stand. Other guys says you should do it on a side stand. And that is exactly what Kawasaki manual says. The others say you should do it with the rider on the bike, because chain should be adjusted to the biker. Well, there is as much opinions about it as people in the world. And because this is Versys 1000 SE, which has electronic suspension, there is another issue with that. Well, you see, when the bike is at rest, when the ignition is not on, the suspension pump doesn't work, and that means that the bike is super soft, which is quite problematic when you have a lot of luggage, but that's a different story. When I turn the ignition on, then the bike is a bit stiffer. And now the question is, should I measure the change lock with the soft suspension or with the hard suspension? So, what should I do? Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it my way. To measure the change lock, I will set my bike on the side stand. And I will try to set my bike as much upright as possible. So I have here one extra piece of wood. I want to have a bike upright but not falling to the other side, so it's leaning tiny bit on my side. I'm gonna put something under the wheel so the bike doesn't run away from me. And now I'm gonna measure the slack of the chain. Chain should have between 30 and 40 millimeters of slack. I'm gonna measure from the middle of the chain, so from the middle of the pin, the lowest and the highest point, and we'll see how much slack we've got now. So it's a bit tricky but doable. So in the lowest point I have about 65 millimeters, and on the highest point I have about 2 centimeters, which gives us 45 millimeters of slack. So that is 5 millimeters too much. So I need to adjust the chain a little bit. Okay, that is 60 and that is 25. So that gives us, let me see, 35 millimeters slack, which is just between 30 and 40, and that's exactly what I need. Unfortunately, I don't have here my tool to change alignment of the chain with the sprocket. I'm gonna use something else. And I think I'm okay, and I'm gonna check it again when I'll be back to my garage in the Netherlands. For now, I think that's good. Okay, everything is clean. The chain slack is adjusted. All what is left to do is some lubrication. Next topic for this service is the engine oil change. But to do that I need to do two things. First of all, I need to warm up the engine, and second of all, I have to remove the skid plate, because with the skid plate I won't be able to drain the oil and remove the oil filter. So let's get to work. I don't have my tool for removing the filter, so I will have to improvise with this. Which is working as well. The oil is draining and I have brand new original Kawasaki oil filter and a Motul 5100 oil, 4 liters. There is a well-known problem with changing oil in Kawasaki Versys. When you're changing only the oil without oil filter, the problem doesn't exist. But when you remove a filter and you install new filter, then there is a problem with so-called engine airlock, which means when you install an empty oil filter and you pour fresh oil, there is a lot of air in the engine. And when you start the engine, the oil pump doesn't have enough power to remove that air. And for a very long time you are getting a red light on your display, red oil check light. And this can be dangerous for your engine, because if the pump won't press enough oil through the filter, part of the engine is running dry. And it's the easiest way to seize your engine. There is few ways to fix that problem. First of all, you can pour some oil into the new filter, which will reduce the problem. Or you can burp the engine, it's so cold. What that means, when you install new filter, you pour new oil into the engine, you start the engine, and then you have to slightly unscrew the oil filter so the air can escape. It's gonna leak a little bit, but that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is leave the oil filler bolt open. This way the air can escape from the engine. I'm gonna do 2 of these ways. So I'm gonna fill up the oil filter a little bit. Then I'm gonna pour fresh oil into the engine, and I will leave the filler bolt open. This way the problem should be solved. When you're changing only the oil, you need about 3.2 liters oil to your engine. When you're changing a filter as well, then you need about 3.8 liters of oil to this engine. I have this Motul 5100, which is 4 liters, so that's exactly what I need. Okay, I have 3.8 liters oil in the engine, as you can see is full. I have the filler bolt open. I did pour some oil into the filter, so everything should be okay. So let's open the door and let's start the engine. We'll see what is going to happen. So here we go, moment of truth. So the oil light didn't disappear immediately, so I had to stop quickly the engine a few times, but at the end the light is off, so everything should be okay. It looks like there is not enough oil in the engine, so I will have to pour some more. Well, it looks like it is perfect now. Okay, ladies and gents, it took me 3 days to complete all the tasks, but the bike is finally ready. It is clean, lubricated, adjusted, the brakes are checked and fixed, and chain, and there is fresh oil in the engine. So everything I wanted to do is done. I check as well all the bolts and screws, and I did check if there are any loose parts or any looses or in the bearings or anywhere. I didn't find anything wrong. I'm gonna end this video now. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer all of the questions. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you like my videos and my channel, you can support me by clicking the super thanks button, which is underneath the screen, or you can buy me a coffee. All the informations about that are in the description. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and of course, see you in the next one.